Greetings. Today I will give a review and overview of a combination sluice, recirculating sluice, and Highbanker setup. The manufacturer is Royal Manufacturing, which is in Southern California, and the item is called the Multi-Purpose Recirculating Sluice Box Kit. They presently sell on eBay for $275, which includes shipping. As a miner, there are several things I require from my tools. They must first work. They must be fairly light in weight because I have to backpack my armamentarium, and yet able to take serious abuse. And they must be reasonably easy to set up. The more removable parts there are, the faster things get dropped and lost in the dirt. Well, the Royal Kit satisfies all these needs, so let me present the system. When you order the kit, this is what you receive. At the heart is a sluice which folds into 3 parts. Basically, they are hinged and snapped together to form one long piece. Once together, everything is secure and the whole system is not at all flimsy. Unsnapping the pieces takes a bit of getting used to, but is fine once you understand it. When folded, the sluice is easy to carry with a fabric handhold and weighs 6.5 pounds. It is just under 9 inches wide, and the first section consists of free space. That's where you dump your dirt, and then follows with 8 inches of affixed plastic ribbing. The ribbing is nice because you essentially sample your dirt almost instantaneously, the finer gold being immediately caught in the ribbing and being highly visible. Take a look at our ribbing here on the river. Hopefully you can see all of the micro gold caught. Again, this is a visual immediately after you dump your dirt. As you can see, a good portion of the gold is also caught up in the upside of the first riffle. My experience is that once properly placed, there is no leakage between the 3 lengths. I'm sure if you bump, dent, and generally abuse the lips of where the sections come together, you will have leakage. I am thinking, though, that if this was the case, you could glue a very fine lip of cork or some kind of spongy rubber to the undersides of the metals that would seal them off. The second and third sections are carpet, Hungarian screening overlaid by 8 Hungarian riffles. Refer in my other video to my thoughts towards sluices and riffling. By using the right water flow and water speed, you can accurately process a lot of dirt in one day and just have one cleanup at the very end. The screens and the riffles detach easily and fit back together just as easily. In one of my first riffles, I also attach a thin flexible magnet, easily cut with a hacksaw, and it is just held in place by friction. It's highly useful, as it is probably catching at least half of the black sand that would otherwise end up clogging my riffles. And at the end of the day, only a few small specks of gold are also captured along with the magnet. It certainly makes my black sand cleanup at the end of the day far, far faster. There is also an attachable draw which channels water into the head of the sluice, and 2 easy screws are used to affix it. The sluice can set on a metal framework bed, seen here in gold, which is in 2 portions. There are 4 legs, which are each individually adjustable by a finger-adjusted nut. The whole process of horizontal adjustment is very efficient and certainly easy. The Highbanker portion uses a water flow head as shown here. It attaches to the sluice with 2 screws. Then tubing is inserted into the head and securely fits into the bilge pump end. Incidentally, this is a good bilge. It gives plenty of water to the system, but does not overtax your battery, and Atwood is a respected bilge maker. Note there is a fabric strainer which also comes with a bilge, and the bilge does disassemble if it becomes clogged. The water that comes out of the head is steady and incredibly even once you have dialed in the horizontal axis of the sluice. That was my primary concern in this purchase, and I am happy to say that, again, the water flow is evenly distributed along the width of the sluice. Here you have some pictures of us placing dirt into the box. You could certainly shovel it in if you wanted, but you'd have to make sure that all of the material that goes in, no matter how you do it, is classified to 1/2 inch. You can also recirculate water through this system by placing your bilge in a tub of water as a reservoir, and then catching your tailings in a bucket placed inside the tub. A little about the power source, which is not included in the kit. I have been using a 12-volt, a 10.5 amp deep cell battery made here in the US by Chrome Battery. You can order these on Amazon for $24 to include shipping. Its weight is just less than 6 pounds, and when turning the battery off, when not in use, the battery with the recirculating or Highbanker sluice should last a solid 8-hour day. This company has virtually 4.5-star Amazon ratings for all of their batteries, and the voltage upon recharge tests here at home are consistently high. Now, here's the moment you've been waiting for. These are the fines for half a day's worth of work using our royal setup as a Highbanker.